Welcome to the EXCELcast. I'm Jonathan Kuuskoski, Assistant Director for Entrepreneurship and Career Services at the University of Michigan School of Music, Theater, and Dance. And this is a special mini episode of our EXCELcast where we talk with some of our student entrepreneurs. And today, I'm thrilled to be talking with Joe Broom and Andy Broom of Chamber Unique, along with some very special guests that we will introduce shortly. So welcome, Joe and Andy. How are you?
Doing great.
Yeah.
Great to have you here in your Chamber Unique t-shirts. And that's what we want to talk about. So can you tell us a little bit about what Chamber Unique is and its origins?
Well, its origins, it started when I was in high school. I was a euphonium player in an orchestral fellowship with the National Symphony. And I wanted to create a network of artists that I could collaborate with on various projects I wanted to pursue. Workshops, performances, all of these sorts of things. Just a network that we could all connect through and connect with.
Fantastic. So there's an educational mission to Chamber Unique as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So Andy, could you talk maybe a little bit about that? And how did you get involved with Chamber Unique?
Well, I saw what Joe was doing, with his performance series that he would do. And, I really wanted to get into that. So together we created, Chamber Unique. And we've been doing, a course called Full Steam Ahead, in which we incorporate music into STEM,
Yes.
the arts into STEM.
Yes, and we use music to explain scientific concepts. And it's been a great way to explain some really complicated topics to elementary school students.
Great. So you go into schools or work with partners, right, to reach young aspiring musicians and students in general and help integrate arts into their educational experience for a variety of benefits, right?
Correct.
Awesome. That's wonderful. So this obviously started, as you mentioned, in high school before you came to the University of Michigan. So what's changed in terms of Chamber Unique since you joined the Accelerator program?
Well, certainly the scope has expanded, especially with this partnership we've started with Crescendo Detroit. And, it's been another great way to introduce and modify the curriculum we created for our course in Virginia, Full Steam Ahead.
Where it started. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Well, we're thrilled to have Damien Crutcher here, who's the CEO of Crescendo Detroit. Welcome.
Good to be here. Thank you. It's good to be here.
It's our pleasure. So please tell us a little bit more about Crescendo Detroit for the audience that isn't maybe familiar with your work.
Well, a few years ago, myself, my brother, and another friend, Richard Mukama, we decided to start an El Sistema-inspired program for the kids in the Dexter-Davidson neighborhood of Detroit. Because the kids there, the schools there don't have music programs or art program, and some of them didn't have gym either. So we wanted to have a program that where we could bring the arts to kids and start them at a young age. We start a lot of our kids at 5
It's unbelievable.
in music, and we meet them several times a week after school and then Saturday mornings. And we cover instrumental music, vocal music, life skills, reading, and dance.
Wonderful. So how did this partnership or collaboration come about with Joe and Andy and Chamber Unique?
I think Joe reached out to me
Yes.
before he got to Michigan even. He had heard about our program from somewhere, and we connected before he got here.
Yes.
And then it was on from there. It's been a tremendous collaboration.
That's great.
It's been unbelievable.
Well, we're so thrilled that they've had the opportunity to work with you. And can you talk just very briefly about sort of the mechanics, what it's like to collaborate with Crescendo Detroit? What do they actually do? Come in to work with your students on a weekly basis or what?
They came in 2 or 3 times over the course of the school year to present different lessons. Breathing was one of them.
Yeah.
The anatomy of breathing and sound was another. And then Joe and Candace came and did a dance and movement segment, which was wonderful. So they come down to the city and the neighborhood, and we have this wonderful program that they bring to us.
That's excellent. And Candace is one of our SMTD dance students as well, right?
Yes.
You collaborated on it, the collage concert, for those who saw it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, great. Well, we can't forget 3 extra special guests. We actually have 3 Crescendo Detroit musicians here with us today. Seth, Ethan, and Gabe. thank you so much for coming. And we'd like to hear from you as well. So, Gabe, what did you learn when Joe and Andy came to visit you at Crescendo, Detroit?
Well, I learned the anatomy is like the study of the body, and we learned like how we learned about ears and stuff. Like when we play an instrument, and like when we play, we suck the air up through our throat, and then we go to our lungs, we push it back out, and then the horn makes the sound. Then we also learned that when you like play an instrument, it's something called in your ear a candle, and like you will like understand and use it, and then the candle pushes up to your brain.
Wow.
And that's it.
So a lot about the anatomy of music. That's amazing. That's great. Well, and Ethan, so what are your favorite moments, or what are the things that you enjoy the most about working and playing at Crescendo Detroit?
Reading and playing my trumpet.
That's great. Seth, what's your favorite moment?
My favorite moment is when I like play my trumpet and do dance.
That's amazing. Well, I see that you guys have your trumpets with you, and I heard that you're maybe going to play a special piece for us today.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's get started with that. All right, well, thank you guys so much for coming today, for sharing your music with us, for sharing the stories about Crescendo Detroit and Chamber Unique. It's such an honor for us to be able to support Chamber Unique and to be able to spread the word about these amazing organizations in our community. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.